Mike, just go over that 50-yard touchdown that you had in the game.
Really just running my route, and I seen Joey drop back and throw it up, and I knew he was trusting us to go get the ball, so I just did what we always do.
Paige?
Mike, a little bit on the touchdown too, a lot of emotions afterwards, kind of spiking the ball.
Yeah.
What were you feeling in that moment as you?
Really just giving all glory to God. You know, I pray a lot, and I really talk to him every single day. I feel like he's always coming through for me in just many different types of ways.
Vince, and then Ryan.
Nathan, talk about that D-line. You guys had some younger guys in rotation. You had an opportunity last week with the fumble against Syracuse. What have you thought about your start to the season?
We got a long ways to go. It's been a heck of an opportunity. Had a lot of fun, but the real business starts this week. So we just got to be really intentional about our practice, how we go about things on and off the field, and it's another opportunity. So we're looking ahead to it, and we're ready to take advantage.
Ryan?
Mike, how much did today kind of help you get into more of a rhythm than even last week? Did you feel like this kind of got you guys in a good place going to SEC play?
I guess you could say so. You know, we always understand that every game is like a challenge, and it's just steps for everything. So we already knew what was at stake, and we always just, you know, just put focus on this game, focus on the next one, and now we're focused on the next game.
David?
Tyre, what's it been like getting to see so many bodies play so early on that defensive line, given some injuries? And I was curious what you thought of the play of Carson today, because he got to go in in the second quarter, which I think is the earliest he's been in.
I mean, like, just seeing that, it's just great just to know that, like, after the first group and the second group, like, we have more people who, like, produce and who not scared to produce and who always, like, just always going to come with confidence.
Caleb?
Nathan, where do you feel like you're different now from maybe this time last year?
Just how intentional I've been. Like I said earlier, just being able to go into practice, just really focusing on what can I do today to get better. I pray every evening, Lord, just in every aspect of my life, just allow me to get better each and every day. So just really being intentional with how I prepare is the biggest difference last year to this year.
Mike, and then Wes.
Yeah, Mike, what's it like when Boo gets the ball in his hands as a punt returner? Is that something where you guys are aware of that going on in the field? And how nice is it for an offense to get the ball so deep in opposing territory like that?
Yeah, Boo set us up great a lot of times, and he a real electric player, just an all-around athlete. So, and I've been knowing him. Well, he kind of got me on board with coming here, so I've been knowing him for a while, and I already knew he was a great athlete, just coming from where he comes from. But you give him the ball, you know what we're gonna do.
Wes?
Mike, obviously there's a lot of change this offseason and on that offensive side of the ball. You know, a new quarterback coming in during the summer. You're not really sure how things are going to go. You know, 8-9 new starters. What was your confidence level coming into the season that y'all could kind of hit the ground running offensively?
I was fully confident. You know, just going through spring and fall camp, like everybody understood what was going on. We all came together, and I feel like our chemistry, like us coming from different places and different like schools or wherever it may be, or like how old, like might be old, might be young. I feel like we all came together. We understood what had to be done, and we all just focused on that, and it's all showing up.
David and Adam.
Mike, I just asked Chris the same thing. It's been the two of y'all and Braylon. You know, it's pretty much y'all were the three receivers against Syracuse. Y'all were the three receivers for the first half today. What's that been like? It hadn't been much of a deep rotation. It's been you three guys. How's the stamina holding up and everything like that? Do you like it that it's just so, you know, the three of y'all right now?
I don't really mind. You know, coach is going to play who he wants to play, but we still have guys that's backing us up that can play as well, like Travis and Ra. So, and really just anybody else. But you know, if that's what it is what it is.
Adam?
Mike, you guys have two impressive wins so far, but conference play is different, obviously. Can you know this early in the year, like how good the team is, or does it take conference play to learn that?
I really feel like we already know what we can do. We just all have to come together and be the best team that we can be. And after doing that, we just gotta trust what the outcome gonna be. Win.
One or two more. Paige, and then we'll finish with Ryan.
Mike, earlier Josh Heupel was talking about maybe just as a team as a whole, just some things that you all maybe could have cleaned up maybe in the first half. When you hear that, maybe what are some plays that come to your mind that you would like and hope to have cleaned up by next week?
I'll probably say just some plays in run game. Like we could always like finish our blocks better. And I know me personally, I missed the block and I hated myself for it. But just little plays like that, and like you said, once we get in conference play, those plays make a difference. It's all in the margins, so just got to hone in on those and go back in the film room, clean it up.
Nathan, with the injuries and everything, what have you guys learned about the defensive line, and how much, I guess, were you guys challenged to pick up the slack with David and a couple guys out?
Yeah, I mean, we found out a lot about ourselves early. We got to continue to grow. Just a lot of stuff we got to work on, but we got guys who have the willingness, and I mean, if you can start with that, then I feel like you can go anywhere with that. Just the desire to pour into it is really important, and I think that our D-line has that.
Thanks, everybody. That's it for tonight. Appreciate it, guys.